Wow. Well, this one's a tough one, but I personally think I've kind of slightly achieved it. And it took a very long time, at least 3 years. That's like, that, that was like with a lot of thinking, a lot of sitting with yourself, and a lot of therapy. So I can't really give you specific like advice that I haven't been through, but these are again the things that helped me get out of a slump. So before we even go through tips and tricks about this, there are two definitions in my opinion of what a slump is. The first one is you kind of hit a plateau in your life where like you don't feel like you're excited to get out of bed or upset. You kind of just live every single day, same time, everything is very organized, which is great, but it's just mundane and it's the same thing over and over again. Essentially, this will make you feel content, but not fulfilled or inspired or motivated. The second definition, in my opinion, is hitting rock bottom. And that one's a tough one. So let's go back to the first one and talk about the mundane or the same thing happening over and over again, and you can't seem to get out of this repetitive cycle every single day. So you're in the content, very, happy, chill lifestyle, but you feel like you've hit a plateau where you either feel maybe a little lost or unmotivated, or you feel like you just need a change in your life, but you don't know how, and you're kind of conflicted because you should be very grateful for where you are, and this is like a life that you've probably dreamed of, but now you're just stuck. And this can be kind of defined as like a quarter life crisis, which I have every few months, or midlife crisis, and you don't know what to do or what you need. Because everything is great, everything is fine, everything's content, everything is mundane, no change. The fact that, your life is stagnant is not a bad thing, but it's kind of a cry for help. So, if you live every day waiting for Friday, dreading Monday, and just not that happy, but just living every single day the same, then that's like something inside of you subconsciously reaching out for help, wanting you to change something in your life. It could be either a push for a career shift, a push to inspire you to try something brand new, a push to try something that you've always wanted to try, but you've always been so scared of because you love this comforting lifestyle. The biggest thing when you're stuck is sit down, write it out, figure out what you want, what is on your bucket list, what you need, and try it out. See if it fits. If you fail at it, that's okay. And you tried something and you like it and you're doing it, awesome. What's the worst that can happen? Just try it out and see what happens. Now, the second definition of a slump, where you hit rock bottom. So, about 2.5 to 3 years ago, I hit rock bottom. Like the lowest low that I never knew I could hit. But the bright side of hitting rock bottom is that there's literally nowhere to go but up. And I know that sounds cheesy, but hitting rock bottom really helped me get out of the slump. Hitting rock bottom was probably the best thing that ever happened to my life. No, it's not like I purposefully hit rock bottom, it just happened. And that's just how life is. Even though rock bottom was probably the best thing that's ever happened to me, it was a struggle. Like, it's a lot of days sitting by yourself, sitting with yourself, feeling frustrated, feeling unmotivated, feeling tired all the time, and not understanding what's happening. But I slowly, very, very slowly, really crept out of it and really tried to climb out of this slump or the bottom. It's not an easy thing to do. Even just thinking about how all of that was is kind of making me feel a little emotional because it was really hard. And I honestly, if I didn't hit that, rock bottom and things in my life just spiraled out of control, I wouldn't be who I am or where I am today. And it changed me for sure. People are like, oh, Jess changed. She's different. She's maybe crazy or something. It's like, okay, that's fine. I'm actually okay with that because I am so happy where I am right now. Like, obviously, there's gonna be bad days, but hitting that rock bottom and taking years to climb out of it has really shaped who I am right now. It's just nice because you get to, be happy that you're a new person. Yeah, you mourn your old self, like I do a lot, and I'm like, why can't I be like how I used to be? But now it's like I'm actually happy and accepting who I truly am. When you hit rock bottom, you're forced to climb out. You really have nowhere to go. This allows you to learn more about yourself, learn what coping techniques or self help books that might help you. You start to identify what type of life you want to live instead of the distractions of everyone else's life and comparing yourself and not feeling good enough. You start to discover what you truly want and not necessarily compare yourself because you're just forced to, honestly. Like, you have to sit with yourself when you're in this position. But like, figuring it out was probably the most freeing thing for me, and I just felt like this like load would just, like lift off, and being able to be happy with who I actually am. Don't get me wrong though, I don't want or wish anybody to hit rock bottom like I did. It was difficult. It took way too long to get out of, and it was worth it in the end, but obviously I really don't wish that upon anyone. But if you've already hit rock bottom or you're in a slump and it feels impossible to get out of, like, I can reassure you that if you take the time to take care of yourself and discover yourself, even though it's scary and probably the worst thing ever, you will get out of it.